In this video, I'm going to show you 3 of the many new features in Camtasia Studio 7.0 that was just released by TechSmith. And just one of these new features is enough for you to want to upgrade or buy this software, since it will move your screen capture videos to a new level. Hi, I'm Bob Chambers, and I'm a member of the CS7 beta test team. CS7, that's the nickname we have for the new version of Camtasia Studio 7.0. And while I couldn't talk about all these new changes until the software was released to the public, I had a chance to work with it behind the scenes for some time. And as a user, I even had an input for one of the features I'm going to show you in this video. And while most people doing screen capture videos online considers Camtasia to be the gold standard, what you may not know is that TechSmith, makers of Camtasia, gets users like you and me to tell them what they want in their software, and then they go out of their way to provide it. Believe me, their software developers are real responsive to their users in their beta test team, and they jump on any problem we find when testing their new software. Now, before I show you 3 of the new features in CS7, let me tell you that the latest version seems to be easier to use, loads faster, and makes smaller files. And while I believe that's true, since I don't have any way of testing that, I can't state that as a fact, but it sure seems like that to me, and I've been doing screen capture videos since 2002. Now let's get into the 3 new features I want to share with you, and I'm going to keep the best one for last since it's going to blow you away. The first is the completely new interface for Camtasia Studio's editing page. The new window has much more room for adding media, callouts, transitions, and other effects. All of the links to important features are now grouped so you can find them easily. And while it takes a little time to get used to this new look if you've been using the older versions of Camtasia, once you do, you'll be editing your screen capture videos quicker than before. This new look gives CS7 a real streamlined appearance, and since the function groupings are intuitive, you'll be able to locate what you need quickly. The next new feature is the scrub bar used to move around the timeline. I'll clue you, after years using other versions of Camtasia, this new scrub bar took the most time for me to get used to. Basically, the new scrub bar allows you to select sections of the timeline with just one hand on your mouse instead of the traditional 2-hand operation. You just click on either the in point or the out point tabs and slide them across the timeline to make your selections. And the last new feature I wanted to review is something that several of us on the beta test team asked for and we got. If you're familiar with earlier versions of Camtasia, you know that they've had the screen draw feature for some time. You can use this feature when you're recording action on your screens, but what some of us wanted was a way of doing screen draw after we had captured our screen captured videos during the edit phase. Think about it. After you've captured your video, you then decide that you should have highlighted something on the screen. Of course, there was the traditional highlighter in the callout sections, but we were looking for something a lot more dynamic. And did we ever get it? Here's a simple screencast with no screen draw used. Now we take that same video and add one of the 5 special drawing callouts that CS7 has and watch how the video comes to life, almost like you're drawing it right in front of your customer's eyes. They call it sketch motion, and you get arrows, check marks, ovals, rectangles, and scribbles. And since they're handled as callouts, you can place them anywhere on the screen, make them as big as you want, rotate them, flip them, change line widths and how fast they draw, make them fade, and even change colors. While I like the red color to get attention, you get a full color palette that allows you to pick and choose any color you want. Now I've only hit on some of the highlights and features of CS7. You can get more details on my onlinevideodude.com blog, where we look at all the tools you can use to create videos on a PC. And by the way, this entire video was made using the Camtasia plugin for Microsoft PowerPoint.